What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Last time, quite a bit happened last time. We were attacked by a giant monster called a Shadow, and we awakened to a great power held within us, the Persona Orpheus. We got a little bit of an explanation from Yukari as to what exactly both of those things are. However, in this episode, we're gonna head on over to the 4th floor of the dorms. Ikutsuki-san and the rest of the group are going to go and tell us everything. So, okay, Yukari. So yeah, we'll finally get an official explanation as to what the crap is going on.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat.
Okay, then.
Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Doing pretty alright. Nice to meet you.
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Well, I mean, technically that's true because that's how we get, you know, leap years and whatnot, because a day is like 24 hours and like 30 minutes or something like that. But, I'm sorry, excuse me?
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere.
Yeah, it was hard to miss the coffins.
Didn't it feel like you were in a different time?
Kind of.
That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
I'm sorry, hidden?
I guess it's more like something people aren't aware of. But the dark hour does exist. It occurs each night at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now, he does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
Don't ask me how they managed to get through this as a school club. Just kind of roll with it.
Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
So then how do you fight them then?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour.
I mean, I really doubt the police can do anything about these things, which is why I didn't even bother.
Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys.
Okay, I see. So only people who can summon a persona have any possibility of fighting these things. And these shadows basically cause very harmful things to people here in the real world. And so we just beat the crap out of them. Alright, it seems simple enough.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Okay, sure. I mean, honestly, that was amazing what happened the other day, but, you know, if I could help you guys out, I'm all in.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Wait, you mean I wasn't supposed to stay here at Iwatota? Ah.
Hold up. Wasn't that... Oh, never mind.
All's well that ends well.
It doesn't matter anymore.
And of course, something is formed between us and these people. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. We have just established our first social link. And so now our power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has increased. Sort of, kind of. I'll get into it when we get more about social links and personas and whatnot. But the night continues, and the dark hour comes.
Hi, how are you?
Turkey. Huh? What the? How did you get in my room?
I'm always with you.
That's not creepy at all.
Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
The end? The end of what?
The end of everything.
That's not even more creepy.
But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up.
Huh? What the?
Do you remember when we first met?
Don't teleport, kid. That's really creepy.
I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
That kid could not have been any creepier. Okay then. Well, that was something. I'm not sure what it was, but it was certainly something. And then the whole day's used up. Probably just watching TV.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he's here now. So, what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Wait.
Junpei? Why is he here? Wait, don't tell me.
Does he?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
What's up?
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
Well then, isn't that a coincidence?
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing.
There's one thing I like about Junpei is that he actually admits to when he does something stupid. At least most of the time he does.
He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Didn't happen to me.
Big deal. It happens to everyone else. And man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kinda lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
Huh? Yeah.
I'm kind of a little excited. At least Junpei isn't a complete stranger.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Oh, we're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
Tartarus?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
We believe we can find the reason for the dark hour there.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
Okay. Well, Junpei's joining us. So how about that? The first friend we made at school, aside from Yukari, turns out to be a Persona user. Hey, how about that? Ah, great, another assembly. Man, how many assemblies does a school have? Especially this early on in the year. Oh well, whatever. Time for lunch. Oh boy, I can't wait.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute?
Sure.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
She doesn't waste time.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
Junpei, we are on the same page.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
You don't like her? Well, whatever. School ends, and we still don't really have anything to do. And in fact, we actually have something that we need to get back to the dorm for. So we may as well go with Junpei. Let's see, there's a takoyaki stand. There's two guys from school going that way. There's that one foreign exchange student again. And there's that one dude again, running. I just love that. It's like at each other's inappropriate jokes. As in it wasn't just Junpei.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention.
Ooh, look, a butterfly.
For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
I haven't seen it either.
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The Dark Hour?
I can see where the connection can be.
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
And that's where the connection was, yeah.
And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
This is it? This is the place?
Isn't this...
Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
That is not quite what I expected.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
just as cool on the inside.
And just as freaky.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
Don't ask how her bike got in before she did. I'm sure that's just with gameplay limitations.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
Didn't Akutsuki tell us that?
That's right.
I'm pretty sure he told us that.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
How about no? Yeah, I'd say either me or Yukari. Either me because of how awesome I was, or Yukari because she was kind of the first out of the three of us.
You're in charge.
Oh, okay then.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
But he has fought them before.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it was amazing.
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Huh? You know, I wonder.
I've been waiting for you.
I thought that door looked familiar.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
About that door from earlier.
It leads here, although no one but you can see it.
Oh. Well, wait. If I'm the only one who can see that... Oh boy, that's gonna look weird.
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
If you thought that was abstract, don't worry, it's made abundantly clear. We'll get into that a little bit later this episode, actually.
My spare time will soon be scarce.
Spare time? What else do you do with your time?
But please, come again of your own accord.
Does he just sit in front of a mirror and just have his hands, like, curled up, saying... Sort of like how his hand is now, but the other one kind of connecting the fingertips to fingertips, looking at the mirror and just saying, "Welcome to the Velvet Room."
I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you.
That's what I assume Igor's doing, anyway.
Until then, farewell.
Hey, are you alright?
Huh? Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Well, they're not gonna believe me if I tell them about the door. Nothing. Nothing's happened.
Don't tell me you just dozed off. You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game. Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Sorry, it's complicated.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Thank you, Yukari. Let's get going. So this is basically the hub. Oh, finally! Thank goodness. Okay, so this is basically our hub of Tartarus. Now, a few things to kind of bring to light, just because I didn't really have any time to say it while everyone else was talking. Ikutsuki does bring a point that he can't summon a persona, even though he can enter the Dark Hour. There are basically 3 different types of people who, in the world. There's either those who don't even have the potential, which means they just turn to a coffin when the Dark Hour starts. There are those who are influenced by the Dark Hour, but can't summon a persona. Ikutsuki is one of them. And there are other people like that, such as some people who may experience something of that nature. Like that one dude in the cutscene before his mind got overtaken by shadows. There are a few other exceptions to that, but there are people who do remain consciousness during that time. And then there are persona users who can not only remain conscious, but can also fight shadows. Now this is the hub of Tartarus. From here we can select our party members. Currently we only have Junpei and Yukari with us. As we progress further in the game, we'll get more and more party members, and then we can rearrange our party as necessary. This clock over here is a save point, like the sign-in sheet at Iwatodai Dorm. This is someplace that we can go and save our progress. Very nice if you're in the middle of a Tartarus exploration and you're just at the point of something very important happening. Because Persona is a Shin Megami Tensei game, and Shin Megami Tensei games are known to be kind of unforgiving. This thing over here, there's not really a point to it yet, and it doesn't work. However, basically what this is a teleporter. As we reach various checkpoints in Tartarus, we'll be able to utilize this device, and then we'll be able to teleport further up the tower. It's really nice because there are, and I'm not even kidding, hundreds of floors to Tartarus. So that teleporter, kinda nice. And then finally we have the Velvet Room. The Velvet Room is where we can go and interact with Igor and Elizabeth. There's not really much that they can do for us at the moment though, so I'm not gonna really go into more details about that. But, shoot, I did say that we would go more about what Igor was talking about, but we are running a bit low on time, and there's going to be quite a bit of tutorial explanation, because we finally get a proper explanation to battles. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES, we are going to take Junpei and Yukari with us and explore Tartarus for the first time. I'll also go into more details about what the menu is, because we finally have access to this stupid thing. So until next time, everyone, take care.